There's this guy in the House of Representatives from Colorado, and his name is Ken Buck. His name's Ken Buck. And Ken Buck is, a conservative, but he's my favorite kind of conservative because he's conservative with a sense of humor. And he gets up there to talk to Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland he's been grilled about all kinds of things. Ken Buck got up to ask him about something that is very near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. Something that a lot of people think the Department of Justice, under the leadership of Merrick Garland, should be doing, but has not yet done. And he did it in a very creative way.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Attorney General, I'd like to direct your attention to the easel behind me. The first painting is a Claude Monet.
I'm sorry, I can't read any of the words.
You don't need to. Okay. You just need to look at this great painting right.
By the way, how dumb is Merrick Garland that he thinks he needs to read the words of the painting? He's like, this is a painting by Claude Monet. I can't read. I can't confirm that. I can't read that. No, just look at the painting.
Very beautiful painting.
It is beautiful, and it is listed at Christie's for $700,000.
Okay, now Claude Monet was the father of modern impressionism. I mean, he is one of the probably, if not the most famous painters ever, and Christie's is listing this painting at auction for $700,000.
The second painting is a Degas. Another world-renowned artist, and this painting sold for $500,000.
Little less than the Monet, but Degas, a world-renowned artist. There's a third painting you need to hear about.
The third painting, you may recognize this name, is a Hunter Biden.
I don't recognize the painting.
The Hunter Biden painting sold for $500,000.
By the way, I don't know who that lady is laughing in the background, but how great a laugh is that? Yeah, it's a Hunter Biden.
Now, you may think that such an exclusive, that when Hunter Biden is in such exclusive company, that he would have a background, artistic training, for example. But you would be wrong if you thought that.
Yeah, of course he had no artistic training. In fact, the first time he picked up a paintbrush was last Tuesday. But now he's selling paintings for $500,000. He went on for minutes. He had this great, he had a monologue that was one of the best political. You'd have thought that when Hunter Biden sold a painting for $500,000 that he had studied with some of the finest artists in the world, but you would be wrong. You would be wrong.
And you might think that he had some sort of apprenticeship with a world-renowned artist, but you would be wrong again if you thought that.
Yeah.
Or perhaps that he has been selling his works for years, and again, unfortunately, you would be wrong. It turns out that in 2019, Hunter Biden couldn't find a gallery to list his art.
Wait a minute. What? Hunter Biden, world-renowned artist whose paintings sell for, as much as, if not more, than some of the most famous artistes in the history of modern art, like Degas and Monet? How could that be?
And what happened in 2020 that changed all that? His dad became president of the United States.
Oh, I think I see it.
Now, a single piece of art from Hunter Biden sells for more than the average American home.
Yeah, well, not here in Florida because Florida home prices are through the roof. But you can see where he's going with this. He's saying Hunter Biden, who never painted, a fence post in his entire life, I'm sure. I think the only thing he ever painted was one of his fingernails on one of his crack binges. But he comes into the art world, just goes in the art world, blows in there. 2019, couldn't find a gallery to hang this schlock on the wall. 2020, his father becomes president of the United States. And in 2021, his paintings are going for $500,000. The only thing that changed was instead of being a washed-up old demented coot's son, he's now a washed-up old demented coot who happens to be president of the United States' son. And the value of that painting skyrockets. And Ken Buck from Colorado thinks that that's a problem.
I have sent a letter to the Department of Justice before your tenure asking them to appoint a special counsel to investigate Hunter Biden. I have today sent a letter to you, and I am asking you now, will you appoint a special counsel to investigate Hunter Biden?
Okay, now this is very important because Merrick Garland is the highest ranking attorney in the United States. He leads the Department of Justice. And Ken Buck is asking him, I sent you a letter asking to open up a special counsel because in addition to this art scam that Hunter Biden's got going on, there was a Burisma scam. There was an investment scam. There was probably the book writing scam. Everything that Hunter Biden does is a way to profit off of his family name. And we believe potentially he's not the only one in the family that's profiting, if you get my meaning. And I would like you, I sent you a letter saying, would you please appoint a special counsel to investigate this? This is Merrick Garland, who's in charge of the Department of Justice, giving an answer that is, well, let's just say less than accurate.
I'm not, for the same reason that I'm not able to respond to questions about investigations of the former president or of anyone else. I'm not able to discuss any investigations pending or otherwise with respect to any citizen of the United States.
Okay. You would think that that would shut Ken Buck down. You would be wrong, because Ken Buck is smarter than Merrick Garland.
Mr. Attorney General, I worked for the Department of Justice for 15 years. You are allowed to tell us whether you will appoint a special counsel. You may not tell us whether you are investigating or not investigating a particular matter, but you are allowed to tell us whether you will appoint a special counsel, and that's my question.
Oops.